Sorry about that overlapping background noise. That's what happens when you have your stream open in a window and you haven't muted that stream. You get a little bit of an overlap. Welcome to another Will It Forge game stream. Still playing Civ V, as the title suggests. We're still fighting with the French. Forcing a French surrender is the goal after I take one or two more cities. And yes, Kyler, that is setting a low bar for myself. I've had a rough day, well, long day, so I'm gonna take it. I had very little sleep, had a few extra things in my schedule, and then I had to go shopping so I could make sure that I could take care of the cats, because cats are gonna cat, and I didn't want the cats to cat somewhere other than the litter box. So I've managed in the last 2 hours to overexert and overheat myself a little bit. I'm coming down from that with time to sit in a chair and play a game. And I get to enjoy it with all of you. Now let me see if I think it's still loading. So we got Hiawatha with the Iroquois Empire. And if you recall, we got into a little bit of a tiff with Napoleon because Nappy decided he was going to sack Montreal and take my territory. I'm taking space back. Colonoscopy yesterday. Dang, man, I remember that. That's not a fun experience, and I am past due for another one, so. Pro tip on when you have to get a colonoscopy and you have to take the prep solution and everything, get your Charmin extra soft. You don't want the extra strong. It gets the job done, but it hurts worse. Things I never expected to say on the air, but that's what you get in a live show, live TV, ladies and gentlemen. You never know where the conversation's gonna go. I'm hoping things are coming through okay, or will be coming through okay once the game loads. With the YouTube and the D Live, I did catch on Restream. YouTube is changing some stuff, so coming up. Yeah, the people are mad. They'll cope. We'll get there. Coming up, I guess, the end of the month, they're changing their multi-streaming support. So I'm either going to have to go to streaming. Well, the streaming, I might have to be streaming YouTube events instead of YouTube. I will look into that more and keep you apprised as we get closer to that. YouTube and Google suck at YouTube and Google, therefore they're going to make our lives more difficult too. As they're called. Yep, I'm down here. I took Bayonne, I took Bordeaux. I'm going to rebuild Montreal right there, because, screw Nappy. We got to take at least one more city, but I'm hoping for Strasbourg, Nice, and maybe Orleans or Cherbourg. We'll see. Yeah, hemorrhoids will get you. Anything they do to take care of that, and anything else will get you. I have. So, I know your pain there, my friend. I have dealt with some of that. I've dealt with the whole having to do extra recovery time, and then, well, a diabetic cripple, sometimes I've got the bladder of a pregnant midget that's binge drinking. So sometimes you can wait, sometimes you really can't. So let's see what we're doing. Oh yeah. So we're working on attacking here. What I do is I don't think I can, yeah, I can hit with that. So we're barraging there. And this one can actually hit from over here. And then we withdraw this one a couple of spaces. So he's hopefully out of range of the sub, and he subs there. Looking for more subs. Bye-bye French submarine, I hope. Trying to figure out what else I've got going on. Oh, okay, this is way over to the side. We're just taking and patrolling in this area. Yeah, they're very, very picky because of the drugs that they have to give you for that. They're not about to let you leave without a driver to take you, because they don't want to be responsible if something happens to you on the road afterward. Last time I had one, they would not even start the procedure unless your driver checked in, and your driver had to stay there the whole time. Gandhi made peace with Askia. Kind of part of me is kind of hoping for new Cappy Gandhi to show up in this one, because you get more explosions than a Michael Bay movie. Yeah, you do get high at the time from the knockout drugs. You get the I'm not gonna remember any of this crap later. I tell you, once I was down for the count. I started remembering stuff a little time after I came to again. Thought I had a ship coming back over here to pick these up. I might have to make another boat. Remember everything except the procedure itself. Well, I tell you, my friend, that's exactly how you want it to turn out, because you do not want to remember that happening. No straight man wants to remember that happening. I can't speak for gay men on that, but no straight man wants to remember that happening. So, yeah. I don't know what it is. These workboats somehow make it that they can bombard my submarines, even though only subs and destroyers can see subs. Napoleon, you suck. Oh, I don't know if I withdrew far enough. If he's got a sub there, he might be able to pound my battleship too. Inconclusive results, no ulcers, still waiting on the biopsy results. So they found some kind of possible polyp that they have to test to see if it's benign, precancerous, whatever, that kind of thing. That's one of the reasons why I'm overdue for one. It's hard to find worthy friends in this world. I'd like to make a public declaration of friendship. Well, you just go ahead there, Monty. Tell everybody you're my friend. I don't know if I'm your friend or not, but you can tell everybody. But then inconclusive results on a colonoscopy is a lot better than, oh, hey, we found a tumor the size of a grapefruit. And it's blocking a bile duct. Let's see. Repair outside friendly waters. Keep bombarding it. By the time I get it pounded down nicely, I'll have 3 mechanized infantries at full health that I can send in to cause some damage. Okay. Gonna send the sub over here to get it away from that workboat and bombers and fighters. Ah, anemic. Well, I've only been anemic, as far as I know, I've only been anemic once in my life, and that was because of a trauma surgery after a car accident. I lost quite a bit of blood, so anemia was kind of in the works anyway. And anemia, ladies and gents that haven't experienced it, anemia sucks. You go through the, I just walked 10 feet. I'm exhausted. Please wait while we... I send jets after my battleship. You're not gonna sink my battleship with aircraft, Napoleon. Yeah, if you get the anemia thing going, they definitely want to find out what's going wrong, because some of the possible causes to that could be very bad for you. Not taking to the frailness well. I've never been a fan of it myself, even after being disabled for more than a decade. It's just, it's not the way you want to be. Wazowski, Dad's out here. Sorry if that was a little loud. Alex. Happy that I'm friends with Monty. I don't like you, Alex. Well, let's just start with that. I don't like you. Greeks are still going. One of my cities has got to be ready for starting a settler soon. 25, 15, 5. The unhappiness is causing some issues there. 18. Okay. Well, something says it's ready to choose production, so. Was the Iron Man out at work, working kids half your age into collapse? So that's an adjustment for you, especially if you're doing physical, heavy physical labor and everything. You get the new kids in the plant, and they don't get the notion of how much strength you have built up in that position. You know, how much that physical labor actually strengthens you and gives you the endurance and everything. Back early in my FedEx days, there was a 10,000 steps 10,000 steps program in Michigan. You're like, wellness and fitness, you'll take at least 10,000 steps a day. You gotta take a try at that. I got a pedometer until I broke it. I didn't worry about it much though when I discovered that I was hitting 50,000 steps before 10 a.m. Yeah, let's go ahead and work together for now. And being disabled kind of takes it out of you. I used to be able to. I never had a whole huge ton of upper body strength other than just inherent to my physical build. If you're a large guy, you tend to have a certain amount of strength built into that. Yeah, carrying 20 pounds of steel between 200 and 300 times a shift builds core strength. Yeah, my very first job actually was in a bakery. And when you do washing cake pans, you don't think about it. Well, that cake pan is 10 or 12 pounds was like 10 or 12 pounds for a sheet cake. And then as you're cleaning and washing them, you end up moving each pan 4 to 5 times. Now multiply that by 40,000 pans. You're moving a lot of weight. Hello, this is Kyle for the Hello Chat People and Will. Now we just need Jack Gunsky to show up, and between you and me, we can still confuse him even though I'm the one streaming and you're in chat. Double confuse him and Monkey with both you and Kyler here at the same time. I could die laughing on this stream. Okay, all my mechanized infantry are repaired. Where's the city that can attack? We're gonna destroy that French workboat this time, I think. Yep. So let's take and bring the sub down here to repair it. Choose production. Oh, I can't do settlers because we're not happy enough yet. I guess my next construction projects have to be pushing happiness again. Take that, Napoleon. But yeah, the thing is, I was never like super strong. I couldn't do like bench pressing 260 or anything like that. But I built up a lot of lower body strength. So before crippling myself, I hit the point where like leg pressing 600 to 800 pounds. I have single-handedly pushed a minivan up a slight hill because the person got stuck. I can't do that anymore. The physical therapist tried to push your arms down and got nowhere. I love it. Now, it's a good thing that she did. what I don't know if she didn't want to take advantage of this trick or if she didn't know this trick. There is a nerve channel right next to your nose, right next to like the base of your nose. Well, right next to the side of your nose, down near the bottom, where if you press that in, it is impossible for the person to keep their arm up. Wazowski, Dad's out here, and you've got food and water. Stop yelling at Dad's door. That cat, I tell you. Oh, they took a beating again from... So you heal, you rush in and attack. And you are going to be a puppet, so we don't have as much anger over it. She didn't know that. She didn't try that trick next time. Was a guy. Yeah, I didn't. I was when I had to deal with the physical therapist, I was way too crippled to be resistant to whatever tricks they wanted to pull, and well, as I say, is never outside the tender care of a psychopathic serial killer will you find somebody that enjoys causing you pain quite as much as a physical therapist. Okay, so we've taken that island. Yeah, that's right. Settle in. Now I've got a lap cat. So I've taken that island. Now I am going to go for Strasbourg, I think. And the destroyer needs to come back here to do escort. Yeah, there's that trick, the nerve next to the bone, and then there's disrupting the nerve on the inside of the forearm, where it means the person can't keep their hand closed. Little things you learn here and there. Kind of like the nerve bundle near your wrist that means that you can't lift your arm, which when Wazowski was first getting used to living with me, he discovered that one and decided that was the perfect place to rest the most of his body weight when he was snuggled in next to Dad. So I'm sitting on my laptop and I can move my hand at the wrist to move my mouse around, but I can't lift my arm up because a 7-pound cat's on my arm. Type that gets pushy in a nice-ish way. I can talk. I swear I can talk. I do it for a living. You wouldn't know it, but I do it for a living. Well, now it's more chat than talking most of the time, but it's still communication is what I get paid for. That and my know-how. Oh, gotta make the people do stuff. You wait, you wait, you wait. And you wait. Yeah, my sister-in-law is a physical therapist, which also means that she is one of the first contacts that my mom uses if she's got relevant questions. It says a unit was killed, but I don't know yet where. 'Cause there's my 2 battleships. There's the destroyer, or the sub. There's the destroyer. If they're killing units, it's got to be the French somewhere, because anyone else would have caused an outrage. Ooh, carrier. I'm betting I still can't make because of unhappy. Is there anything I can make here to make people more happy? Not yet, so let's make a fighter. Actually, the destroyer's close enough. Let's start coming out to the destroyer. He killed my scouts. Oh, you are so paying for that. You are so paying for that. Yeah, my physical therapist. Hookers and cocaine might make him happy. Yeah, we're Iroquois. Maybe go for the that firewater. Where did you go? Oh, you right around here. Just to give you busy work. Start coming over here. How close can we get? Oh. Close enough. Oh, gotta go one. He can't get close enough yet. Hey, everybody likes cookies. Cookie Monster. Yeah, everybody likes cookies. I have to be careful because I like cookies. Cookies do not like me. And so it's always gotta be cautious. And the cats don't like cookies, but well, no, actually they like their own cookies. And that's how Wazowski got his cookie pouch. Well, that's the joke. He's got a cookie pouch. Yeah, this is Kyle. This is Civ V. And I'm stuck in a little bit of a quandary because I don't have iron, which and I got stuck early down here. Is it down here or was it? Oh, it's over here. In a war with Egypt, who declared war on me, and that's definitely hurt my position some. Got out of that one without having to cede any land. I caused them some significant harm without them causing me much harm. And now I'm dealing with a fight with the French because of what Napoleon did to irritate me, because I had Montreal over here and he came in and sacked it. So I've taken every other city on the island. I sacked his city here, and I'm going to be rebuilding Montreal. Because I'm a traditionalist like that. And he's pissed me off. Up over here. The problem is I gotta get this unhappiness quotient down a bit so I can start making settlers again. Oh, it looks different from yours. If you get Civ, I think I might have some of the extras for it. I don't recall now. I got a lot of the Civs together with some of the extra stuff when it was on a you know, or near together when it was a Steam sale a while back. I'm trying to remember now if I got Civ 6 in the last Steam sale that had it cheaper or not. Kind of hard to keep track of all these things sometimes, and Potato Clock doesn't have enough hard disk space to store all the content I have all the time. Uh-oh. Darius is making me nervous now, because all up to the border. We had not there. Over here. Ah, there it is. My border with Lizzie. Looking peaceful. Oh. Barbarian appearances because unhappiness. I hate when that happens, but they're not gonna take any cities, so rebels execute the scum. Exactly. I have got no room in my kingdom for rebels. And none of those give happiness. Well, let's give some science boost with the library then. Trying to bring troops forward because we're going to be puppeting Strasbourg. Then I'll take a little bit of recovery time. Let's see if I can't kick the happiness up a little bit. You come around here. You automate. You stay, you stay, you stay. Uste, uste, uste. Usta, which is Polish for lip. Which is one of the little language tidbits you should pick up from VeggieTales. And then what have we got? I'm wondering how many more terms it's going to be
Would
before.
you be interested in a trade agreement with England?
Yeah, I'm friendly terms with you, Lizzie. We'll stay that way for now. Wondering how many more terms it's going to be before France offers another peace agreement. And as long as they offer peace for peace, I might take it. I have accomplished the core of this being recovering that territory. Is the whole making him pay for it thing. Though I am trying to expand even further. Great person has been born in my civilization. I wonder who it is. Great general. Golden Age. Oh, come on. I thought my city could attack. You get an upgrade. You get an upgrade. You've been upgraded. You've been upgraded. And you don't have enough money to upgrade, so that's a good time to finish this turn out. Thanks, this is Kyle for stopping by. I'm going to try to have a good stream. And of course, don't forget Lords of the Night. Chat People with Latin tonight on Monkey's channel, 9 p.m. Eastern. The enemy is near. Okay, I got a couple of different ways around this if Germany stops giving me open borders and I don't do open borders with Gandhi. Actually, so far the channel's open. I can come around here. If I take Strasbourg, I'm going to have plenty around the top there. Going for the preparation for every eventuality. Like to think about not just where I am, but where I'm going to need to be. Sent some of the Braves down to deal with those annoyances just to get them done. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. You run up and take care of that one. You take care of that one. You wait. Gotta get the defenses at Strasbourg down just a little bit more before I try running in there. But I should have enough troops here to take care of some anti-tank guns. And we are going down. We're down to 18. Choose production. Give me something that gives me happiness. Happiness 3 for a theater. It's a long run, but I think that is my best option. Yep. Oh, that's another happiness 3, but that's forever in turns. I need the harbor there still. I don't think so, Napoleon. I'm kicking your butt, and you want me to give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities? It ain't happening, buddy. You keep giving me insulting peace terms, and you're going to have to bribe me for peace. Homie, don't play that game. Next turn, I should be able to take care of those.
Vision is the art of seeing.
Ooh. Go for it. Circus Maximus. I don't remember which technology I'm going for now, so let's see. Exactly this, Kyler. I am pounding him so badly. You'd think that you're watching the Rodney King beating, and he wants me to pay him for peace. In the stuff that ain't happening, that's ain't happening the most. So he's got tanks in there, which is why it's taking longer to pound them down. But I will do standoff bombardment for a while, and then send my mechanized infantry in to take it. I'm kicking him so soundly he's singing soprano. And I mean, you're dealing with Napoleon too. Well, cruise missiles. Really? Cruise missile is not gonna win out for you. Not in the long run. I hate losing destroyers. I mean, I hate losing any units, but you know, naval power is one that I really dislike losing. Okay, so you take your promotion, go back home. I'm counting on you to take care of those rebels. Excellent. Yeah, cruise missiles are a problem, but they're They're probably going to be less effective against the battleships, and surprisingly, probably less effective than against the mechanized infantry. At least to the extent that if he sends them against the mechanized infantry, I can probably withdraw and heal. Though, think about it, I'm just going to go ahead and withdraw them over here until... basically until I'm ready to complete the invasion of Strasbourg. I'll keep it so it's just my standoff bombardment from my battleships. Because I'm pretty certain they won't sink from a single hit. It's going to take a little more of the sabotage. And the next time that I have a fight with Egypt, I'll do the same thing. Come right down here and start with Elephantine, and then go to Memphis and do the standoff bombardment and capture. Let's see. How dare you? How absolutely dare you? I've got to make a how dare you sounder. Now that was one of the things that I liked about Civ 2. You could take send a spy in to steal secrets, to sabotage construction, or basically to carry a suitcase nuke into a city. Which was a fun bunch of options. Until they take and send a spy into your city, and then you end up declaring war on them because they took a technology where you were just way ahead of them. Yeah, we're not smiling much right now. We've got a lot of unhappiness. I'm working to turn that around. Opera House won't do it, but it's culture. Okay, we can do a policy. I have plenty of gold production right now. I'm looking for a policy that's going to give me happiness options. Culture from wonders. Combat strength of cities increased. Now that's only excess happiness. That's happiness from luxury resources. Specialist population. So I want to either do civil society or mercantilian. Let's do mercantilians. Kick the commerce up. We'll boost that happiness, and we'll come over here and go for reducing our unhappiness. Trying to make it better, because I need settlers if I'm going to rebuild Montreal, and I want to rebuild Montreal. This whole war with Napoleon started because of Montreal. Yeah, send them in to sweat gold off of other civs. I think that was an option in Civ 2 as well. Of course, if you were the only one with nukes, generally they knew, who did the spying anyway. And, whatever it was, if it was the sabotage or whatever else, they knew who it was. So before we healed that, we want to get back to home. Automate you. but there was, if you were the only one with nukes, especially, everybody knew who did the nuking. And Civ 2, you got, yeah, we're not interested in attacking Gandhi right now. I prefer to go with one-pronged wars alone, if I can, for a while. Especially since I need to replace some of my naval force. But you'd get denounced a lot for using a nuke in Civ 2. Even if you got nuked first, even you said, "Hey, they definitely deserved it." You fire a nuke in Civ 2, you get into it makes you unpopular in the political climate of the civilization world. Waiting as things are progressing. That was... Everyone declares war on you if you drop a nuke in Civ 6. Not in Civ 5 so far that I've experienced. But I haven't sent too many nukes, but I've had situations where usually if I'm dropping a nuke in Civ 5, it's in retaliation for being nuked. One of those mutually assured destruction. I tell you, it's mutually assured destruction, man. You know, if they nuke us, we're nuking them too. So, tit for tat. Hi, I'm Tat. Oh. Hello, France. Let's come over here. Let's start attacking some of your troop movements around. Nuke's counterproductive in your experience. Much rather take all their stuff. Yeah, it's because it does so much destruction to the area that needs rebuilding too. My general goal for nukes is I will nuke them if they nuke me first. And then there's also the whole question of if they've got enough military resources clustered close in together, because one nuke is going to clear out at least 6 or 8 units, unless they're like the giant robot or something that's like super hardy. And so, you drop one nuke in there and it's like, oh, there's half their army gone. It's got its uses, but it's not the first thing I look for. It's really is more of that mutually assured destruction for me. You must be mad, sir, mad. Absolutely. Oh, unit promotions, unit promotions, unit promotions. What's getting promoted? You're getting promoted. And you're gonna come over here because I saw him sending troops my way. You're getting promoted because we keep beating on the city. Choose production. Okay. I gotta replace at least one of my ships that's gone away, so we'll do a battleship there. Hey. Don't do that to me. I was using the unit I wanted to use. Every time I nuke someone in Civ, I picture Slim Pickens riding the bomb down from the bomber. Ain't that the truth? Let's see. And you get shelled, and you get shelled, and let's go ahead and take care of these tanks. You get shelled. Tanks are at least minimized. That means I might be able to take over in another turn or two. I'll start moving my mechanized infantry the next turn. Yeah, got to love Dr. Strangelove. Yes. Yes, that was... Oh, you didn't. You didn't. Cue the Michael Bay music. Napoleon, you have just really, really, really made me mad. We're gonna be doing some stuff about stuff here, Napoleon. So 39 turns to a courthouse. Only 3 turns here. I'll be able to start kicking in some more happiness stuff there too. That killed the troops. Oh, I am not happy. I'm also not bashful, and I'm definitely not Doc. Okay. If I don't have a happiness unit, happiness option, how fast can we turn out a destroyer? 14 turns. Okay. Start sending the troops over. As the meme goes from The Simpsons, that's a paddling. Gonna send that destroyer down here because I'm gonna watch for those troop movements coming in from this end and start sinking things. Nine more turns on artillery. I am not happy and I'm not hippie. Stuff is close. I'm gonna have to find out where stuff is close. I'm not interested in a fight with Otto right now. Otto and me are getting along okay for the moment. Napoleon, he is not in my good books. Trying to remember how high the how far I have to correct the unhappiness before I can take and build settlers, because I don't like leaving this space unclaimed. Unit needs orders. You wait because I'm building planes for you. Step on a Lego. Napoleon needs to be put on a Lego treadmill. Not happy, not hippie. This is not going to not going to go the way they think they want it to. You stay there. You keep going. It's 2 turns. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring battleship in close. And mechanized infantry not quite as close, with the hopes that when the city attacks, it's going to attack the battleship, I hope, because if it does that, I'll be able to send the infantry units in and just take it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start sending another set of mechanized infantry over there just in case the first one has issues. Saw those troop movements from Napoleon. They can't all be just coming to Nice. So some of them have got to be coming around this area, which is what I'm watching for. Enemy is near. Is it up here? Yeah, maybe. Because it's not there. Egypt has denounced France. Nice of you to catch up, Ramses. I don't like you, but you're not wrong there. Yeah, I had to run to the store earlier for those super important things. Cat litter, pot pies, and beer. Okay, you relocate to the carrier. And now, can we build a settler? We can build a settler. Yes. Oh, he did too. Great. And Napoleon just handed me Strasbourg. We'll create a puppet there. You come into coastal waters. You heal. Let's get me a few more happiness buildings. So let's come battleship down this way because I want to start intercepting more of his stuff in the water where it's particularly defensive. I'll see when you get back, Kyler. I should be here for a little while yet. Things going pretty smoothly so far. To anybody that's lurking, I appreciate you watching, even if you don't chat with the rest of us. Sure, the chat's nice, but even just watching helps the algorithms some, especially since YouTube sucks at YouTube. That's right, Susan WikiWiki. YouTube sucks at YouTube, and I blame you. If you're the person in charge, the buck stops with you. See. Yeah, people are livid, people are livid, people are livid. Let's try and make them a little less livid. Start with culture, artist slots. You wait, you wait. You wait, you wait. Start killing naval units. Creep through and see if there's any of those Napoleon forces around that I can do significant harm to. Oh, he's bringing in a destroyer. Isn't that cute? Look at the cute little destroyer. Come on, potato clock. I know you can do it. We're still all fortified down here in case Liz starts going mental. Okay, let's do a trade mission, which is more gold and more popularity. Submarine. I did not want to do that. I did want to come down here and start sinking units. You need to go back there. What's next? Factory, stock exchange, stable. Growth museum just in case. Start building up my little navy down here where he's got units helpless in the water. Oh, that's right, I forgot about his little destroyer up there. Let's still wait, because it's just so cute. We can take care of it later. And he's still giving me insulting terms. And I think that's all of my gold. Luxury goods, uranium, open borders. He stopped demanding cities, though. He's stopped demanding cities. He's demanding luxury resources and strategic resources and all of my gold and open borders. So we're getting closer. I'm going to have to take another couple cities, probably. And teach him that I mean business. And I meaning business means that he needs to back off a little bit. Oh, perfect. I'll be able to bombard from Bordeaux. No, Ramses, we're not doing open borders. I'll do open borders with Ramses when I'm ready to park 20 battleships off of his cities and a couple of land units with those for easy takeover. Because there is no honor among thieves here. And just give me the opportunity. Just give me that opportunity. So there we're gonna bombard the destroyer. You're not moving, you're not moving, you're not moving. You're not moving. To be continued. The battleship can do the double bombardment on the destroyer, and goodbye destroyer. It may have been cute, but cute doesn't cover it for me. And now I'm just into doing as much damage as I can while I do a little bit of a recover and rebuild, and I'm going to come in and take Nice just because I wanted that land. I wanted this land too, but I'm going to have to wait for that until I'm at war with Gandhi. Hello, functional. Working on a war with France. France started it. My plan is, though, to finish it. And if you know anything about Napoleon in history, he... how to put it tactfully, he was hung like a hummingbird. And I'm still kicking him in the... he's still taking groin shots. And Napoleon had this problem with attacking the wrong people at the wrong time. Well, the same is true in Civ V here on this, because he attacked my city of Montreal and razed it. And in retaliation so far, I took and razed the city that he built in its place, because I'm going to rebuild Montreal. I took Bordeaux, I took Brest, I took Bayonne, I took Strasbourg. I'm going to be taking... I should be taking Nice, and then I'll be moving up here for Orleans. Part of me wants to take Marseille, but we'll have to wait for that. You know what, Monty? I will be nice to you this time. Because I'm that great of a person, and I'm so much better than you. Yes, I went there. Unit promotions. That's what I want. That fighter. You relocate to the carrier. More naval units. Nope, I don't want to hit anybody else there. And now we start our standoff bombardment of Nice. I'll keep the destroyer and the sub close in case we have other units coming into play. We're going to do one more fighter so I can max out the carrier, and then the carrier's going to go take a trip. Now sit right back and you hear a tale of a fateful trip. And I know, Ginger was a movie star, and you had the millionaire and his wife. Still doesn't explain how they had that many outfits for a 3-hour tour. Unit needs orders. What unit needs orders? That one. You say, because I'm still waiting on the potential of the French coming through from the northwest and needing some harsh treatment. Yeah, with harsh treatment, because I don't think harsh words will do it for them. I'm gonna just have to start, because it's slow running and everything. I'm gonna have to just start set aside a fund and start setting aside little tidbits of money here and there for replacing potato clock here. Then I'd be able to stream like high graphics 7 Days to Die and Dead by Daylight and Grounded and stuff like that. Ooh. His mechanized infantry is going to go bye-bye. And I can send mine in to take it because there's no other units there. That is beautiful. I still have to focus on happiness and money structures. Gotta get people happy. Like a free pizza for everybody day. Taco Tuesday in the nation. Isn't it cultural appropriation? We don't care. Taco Tuesday in the nation. You sink him. You come right here. Oh, he does still have mechanized infantry there. Darn it. And this one's healed though, so this one can come down. And we'll bring this mechanized infantry over here to be ready to call on. That's right, we're going for the stadium for the happiness it brings. Not Stadia from Google, which has a mixed results for happiness. Stadium to go with our Coliseum and everything else. Florence declared war on me. Persia declared war on Gandhi. Florence declared on Darius and Askia. Darius has declared war on Napoleon. Why didn't you take Nice then? It'd be easy for the Persian forces here to take over that one spot. Wait for my turn because they had to find out where Florence is again. Oh, there it is. Have to find out where Florence is so I can go in there and kick its butt, potentially. Oh, France allied with Florence. I see. I see where that's going. Keep having to wait for this to build and build and build and think. And the largest part of that is potato clock. Don't they have settlers building somewhere? Thought I had settlers somewhere. Well, next construction opportunity I get, I'll make settlers. Just to be safe. Get a few units in there, and we will bombard Nice into the Stone Age. Automate the workers, because we are big on automating workers. Sorry. I do some where I will have them make a road. I've got them doing that up here. Or the path to the unit. Or they just finish that, and then city to city path is done. Yeah, go ahead and automate. So I've got all of my pathing down here, although those could be upgraded, so maybe the next time I get workers free, I might send them down here to do some road upgrades. And with others declaring war on Napoleon, I'm no longer all by myself. Oh, great. Looks like I'm going to be racing Persia to take Nice. I don't think my unit's close enough. It is close enough for it. Okay, so I should be able to do a 2 battleships double bombardment, and then rush my mechanized infantry in there and take this island. Fingers crossed on it. I got lots of fingers crossed, which makes clicking the mouse a little bit tricky. Choose production. Where are we? Okay. Well, we're unhappy enough again where we can't make a settler, so we said happiness or money. Make some money. Upgrade a couple of units. Promote a unit, then hurry up and wait. Okay, here's where we try it. Bombard, 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 bombard. Let's double down on this even. Bring the destroyer over for bombard. Now let's bring the troops in. Send in the clowns. And we'll create a puppet. We're starting to make some good progress. But the puppet made everybody unhappier, although they're more happy than they'd be with taking the town over. That's still 20 more turns on a courthouse. Once you take it over, the courthouse is completed, you can start doing some of those happiness structures, and people start getting cool with it. That takes some time, and you get the whole dealing with the people there. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Let's call the whole thing off. But that should mean we don't have any more French blockading through there. Which means I should be able to just take and send my reinforcements up without worrying about them taking a beating. And since Florence decided that they were going to get involved in this, we're going to send some of our forces down there and give Florence a little bit of a lesson. What was it that Jay said to the bug? Don't start nothing, won't be nothing? Something like that? Yeah, they chose to start something. They gonna reap their rewards. Which are not very good rewards. Frankly, these are not the best rewards out there. And it's going to disturb the cat, but I'm going to take a real quick moment while the computer's thinking through all the turns, because I turned my thermostat down because I was overheated earlier, and now it's actually a little bit chilly, so I'm going to get up for a moment and take care of that one other thing. I'll be right back. After these messages, we'll be right back. And I am back. I gotta tell the Windows Update, hey, wait an hour. Because it always wants to do the Windows Update when I'm streaming. And back to the game. What's Liz got to say? War with Askia. I don't really want to be involved in a two-way war. One-way war can be quite enough. Especially when my unhappiness is at 17. At 20, you start getting rebels. 2 fighters on the carrier. I want 3. Gotta have 3 fighters on the carrier. Egypt, Indian, Persian. What's my range for bombardment? Come a little bit closer. Hey, I didn't say to skip the battleships. What are you doing? Obviously, the computer is afraid of what I'm gonna do. Let's see. It doesn't want to feel the full force of my wrath. I was thinking, get those units. I could have sworn that I started building settlers somewhere. But I don't have them, so I am so annoyed. I don't think I've got aluminum for nuclear submarines or jet fighters. Or hydro plants. Let's go with that so I can get the rocket artillery first, and then I'll do the one that gives me the mobile SAM, so I can start intercepting French planes. That's right. I want to start making you French pay for what you're doing. Okay, how close are we? Pretty close. Just can't see the city. Mountains and hills, but you shouldn't have to get within combat range to fire on it. Welcome back. This is Kyle on the return. So I'm still fighting the French. I did take Strasbourg. I took Nice. I'm starting to build a little bit of a naval blockade up here, but Florence decided they were going to join the fight. So I'm pausing from Napoleon to pound Florence into the ground. At least I'm hoping that's the direction it's going to go, as it's been going so far so good with France. The latest peace offer, Napoleon wanted peace, me to give open borders, all of my gold, and like all of my strategic resources, but he stopped demanding cities this last time, so I'm heading the right way. I take another few cities from him, he might get down to the point where it's just peace for peace's sake. Of course, he has nuked me, so I might not accept that. I'm a bit,
मेरे दोस्त, क्या इस इंतजाम में आपकी दिलचस्पी है?
Yes, Gandhi, we will keep open borders, because I need to be able to send troops through there, too. And I know you're currently fighting Persia. Yeah, I'm just a little bit annoyed with Napoleon right now, above and beyond the whole he raised Montreal, which I then had to take the islands so that I can raise his city and I can rebuild Montreal as soon as I can get settlers. Can't get settlers quite yet because of the national unhappiness. Choose production. Still no settlers. What have we got going on? I'm looking for happiness and money buildings. Happiness will boost the money because the productivity goes up. But of course, money also boosts money. Waiting for one more fighter to come in to send the carrier on a cruise, because then I can do 2 for combat and 1 for intercept. Bring the destroyer down there. Okay, time to make Napoleon pay even more for his I don't know, is it hubris? Maybe. But he's bringing troops into my territory. He is going to have some issues. Florence made the mistake of upsetting more than just me, so I might not even be able to take Florence, but I'm certainly going to try. Since I cleared the French out here, I'm sending units up through the corridor. And this one's going to be the one that comes down to towards Florence for taking over. Now, some of the places I've taken, I just set up puppets because they don't cause as much unhappiness and it's fewer cities that you have to manage. But if I can get to the point where I've got a bit more happiness, I'll take and start converting them at least a couple of them, to actual taking over the city, because you can build happiness structures in the cities you take over. French submarine. Another French submarine. I gotta give him credit. He's trying. Oh, he's got a French battleship, which I'll have to sink next if I can find it. Florence is like a pretty big / advanced city too, but they allied with France, so they decided to declare war on me. I'm not the kind of person to take that sitting down. Well, in fact, I am sitting down, but not because of that. Oh, we're peace treaty for peace treaty's sake. You know what? You nuked me, so I'm not gonna accept that. I want iron, and I want... Which one was it? Orleans. So I want iron and I want Orleans.
Nous refusons.
Well, if that's not a fair deal, I'm gonna keep kicking your butt. Yeah, figure it's not as fast as I'd like, but I'm taking a mere 2 battleships and kicking in the defenses of every coastal city and just sending troops in and taking over. He's not getting to be able to significantly defend now that I got my foothold back into this neighborhood. Now, I hope the Arabs stay out of the whole mess with Florence. Rocket artillery. It'd be nice to land rocket artillery on the land. Windmill, still can't make settlers. It's a stadium. Beautiful. That should be bye-bye battleship. Not quite. Okay. That's bye-bye battleship. Even if he somehow figures out to kill one of those submarines from that attack, it is still worth it. Welcome back, Kyler, too. Made some progress while you're out. I got Nice. I got Strasbourg. I'm trying to get my happiness up high enough to make a settler to rebuild Montreal. But in the meantime, I'm sending in units and troops. I should have... there they are, my mechanized infantry coming down. But what happened is, while I'm fighting France, Florence got in and decided to declare war on me, so I sent my battleships down there to bombard the ever-living crap out of him, while I send some mechanized infantry to teach him a lesson. And then I'm working on the southern coast of the main French island. The last peace treaty, he offered peace for peace's sake, but I'm still pissed about nuking. So I was like, okay, you're going to give me something to get peace. I might relent on that at some point, but I still, I want to get a little extra. Oh, darn. Oh, darn. Retreat. I'm not sure I can agree that it's greedy, necessarily. Had to get greedy. And everything was fine until the Fire Nation attacked. I think I'm just going to have to ditch SoundPad for now, because it is too far behind the times.
मेरे दोस्त, क्या इस इंतजाम में आपकी दिलचस्पी?
It's not a matter of getting greedy as much as revenge. He nukes me, he is going to pay. No Genghis, no. No open borders with Genghis. You don't like that I'm talking to Gandhi. Everybody's a critic.
Would you be interested in a trade agreement with England?
Yes, I will take open borders with Liz. You stab me in the back, I will flatten your empire. City-state's turn. What was that? Oh, needs orders. I'm waiting for one more fighter on that. Waiting on that. Let's get rid of those expensive ships we saw. See, it's not enough just to take some territory right now. He crossed the line. He's got to suffer a little bit. This isn't going to sink the battleship, but the battleship can't see the subs, so he's not going to have a lot he can do. Sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I'm... Keep patrolling up here with this destroyer of mine. I've been known to get a little vindictive at times. How dare you? How absolutely dare you? Come on, think it through, think it through. Oh, he's got a carrier there. Oh, that's about to get really nice because the carrier's gonna take definite body blows from the subs. Yeah, just a teeny tiny bit. I mean, I'm not a... Yeah, Sub-Commander's wet dream. Liz doesn't like Gandhi. You know, if this game would go so much better if Liz and Gandhi got along, because I get along with both of them. Yeah, sub-commanders, they go to bed and they dream of. And there was this floating island dead ahead of us, and I had all the tubes loaded. You get bombarded. You get bombarded. You get bombarded. So let's see. And just like that, it's a beautiful thing. And that's down enough where I can bring the destroyer in and should be able to finish him off with the destroyer. Feeling a little low right now. Yeah, no, I totally understand that, especially with the colonoscopy. It takes the system a little bit to come back from that. But so I hope you're up to streaming tomorrow, though. You know, try not to overdo it before that. And the best thing about the colonoscopy is typically you can bounce back pretty quickly on the other end of it once you can start eating real food again. French Navy? What French Navy? Ain't that right? See, might I have a heart? Not really. Might I have some pity for Napoleon? Well, I haven't seen the white flag flying from the Eiffel Tower yet, so... Not yet. I hate this because it is... When they get things like mobile SAMs or tanks in the city, it is so hard to beat it down. Yeah, fever that won't go away, that sucks. Yeah, before I started doing things today, I registered in like half a degree warmer than usual. But I wasn't too bad until like overheated myself taking care of stuff from shopping and everything, and like gotta recover. So I set my air conditioner to 66 and sat in a chair drinking cold beer. I did recover from the heat. Well, I've got another... there's the troops that are waiting to rush in. Yeah, I'm waiting on another... I think I've got another battleship building. I want to say it is... That's a stock exchange right here. Yeah, 15 more turns on the battleship. I've got 4 more turns on a third fighter for the carrier, at which point the carrier will be sent into the war zone. But I don't want to send the carrier against Florence, because Florence has got that mobile SAM. And Gandhi's completed the Manhattan Project. So the Michael Bay special effects budget has just doubled. We got France, we got Napoleon, and Gandhi. And I personally hope they nuke each other. I am on friendly terms with Gandhi, but I am going to have to fight him later, so... yeah, let's nuke each other. It's good for those third-party diplomatic ties. Keep that one destroyer in the vicinity of these 3 cities. $102, man. Yeah, no wonder you're feeling down. I'm sure you got a clue on this already. That's not healthy, man. And another carrier. Oh. It's a good day. It's a good day. My sub-commander's like, best day ever. Took some Tylenol. Good. You know, get a little bit of a fever reducer. I don't care which fever reducer you're taking. You can take a little bit of a fever reducer for that, because you know, it doesn't take much more than that for an adult to start cooking their brain. Maybe that's what happened to Joe Biden. Not a medical professional, but I have seen dementia and Alzheimer's firsthand, and, well, I've seen those signs before. Oh, can't you have Motrin? It cuts red blood cell production. I haven't paid attention to that, but Motrin does mess with some things. I'm pretty much on a leave and attends unit for my arthritis and everything. You know, my arthritis and nerve pain these days. Mobility, visibility range, combat to naval units. Combat to naval units. We're already pretty good at sieges and land units. Motrin also slows bone repair on broken bones, but any NSAID will do that, so it's not just Motrin. Running around the French coast. Sinking ships at will. They'll never catch me. That's from another carrier. My sub-commander is just about to pull a hat trick. Come on, keep thinking, Potato Clock. I know you got it in you. Yeah, he might nuke me if I irritate him enough, but he's already nuked me once. And earned my ire. So if he nukes me again, I'll just get more pissed at him. He's already seen that nuking me doesn't stop the battle or the war. Damp cool cloth works surprisingly well. Yeah, especially like the back of your neck is a great damp cool cloth spot. Throw a temple in there, which will get me some happiness. Doing the battleships on Florence again now to give my sub-commander that good day. And there's the hat trick. Oh, let's see. Promotion. Naval units, visibility range, movement, healing. Naval units. And you come over one and start healing. Down a little bit farther. Hey, that's Darius has got like a huge naval presence right there right now. Naval and army. I hope he's not. Hope he's not thinking of picking a fight with me. This here is when you want to have a nuke handy. You drop a nuke in the middle of that, and 2/3 of that is gone. That can turn the tide of a war, not just a battle. Florence's defenses are just so significant that they're taking a that Florence is pulling the Timex thing. They're taking a licking and keeping on ticking. Now, if I could land an artillery 3 away and start bombarding. Good. The 3rd fighter and the carrier gets to go to the war zone. I want to be an aircraft carrier when I grow up. Stadium for happiness. Fighters aren't moving. I'm not in a fight with Darius right now, so I'll keep patrolling with my destroyer. Go just a little bit farther out and then turn around if we need to. Battleship. How close can I get my other sub to it? Close enough. And more firepower over at Florence. Well, let's see, what's the ranged attack? What's I wonder, can I? He's gonna be too close to. He's gonna be too close to Florence for that. So I need to finish building that battleship and bring another battleship to bear. Problem is, I can't like land him here and go in. He's got to land here, and this turn, and this turn, he's going to be in city range. Uh-oh, that destroyer, I'm gonna have to, if that destroyer lives this turn, I'm gonna have to back off a little bit farther into my territorial waters to be safe. Egypt time, so he's done. Now Egypt has denounced India. So many people mad at Gandhi, but I'm cool with Gandhi. City states turns.
A good rule for
Rocketry. Okay. So thank you. People still mad, but we're down to a 15. Next thing we want is not that. Mobile SAM. Yep, mobile SAM is the next thing we want. You come back here where they can't get to you and heal. Keep this up, Sub Commander's gonna get a triple double. Judges, how many points is an aircraft carrier worth when you're sinking it? Down to 15, get a few more happiness structures out there, and I'll be able to make settlers, and I can rebuild Montreal. Ten more turns on a battleship, but I don't want to take a destroyer in there. How dare you? How dare you? I don't want to be fighting Gandhi. I don't want to be fighting Liz. Of the two, I'd rather fight Gandhi, but not right now. Sure, Monty, I'll take open borders. "20 turns to a stadium."
Ich kann nicht warten, bis ihr noch mächtiger geworden seid. Bereitet euch also auf den Krieg vor.
Otto? Seriously? I thought we were friends. I was always nice to you. Okay, let's start looking at things. City of Nice can attack. Oh no, he's got a sub there. Trying to sink a sub with aircraft, which is like one of the hardest things in the world. Let's actually do it. Used to have a book on like it was a World War One ace. He was an American who joined the British Air Force before the U.S. joined the war. And they had a aerial depth charge of sorts. It was a TNT bomb that had a propeller on the back, but not to propel it. What it is you would dial in a depth, and the propeller would take it to that depth before it detonated. Now that particular little bomb would take from a little two-seater biplane, take and turn a submarine into a grease spot. Because it gets down to the right depth and blows up, and since fluids don't compress, the outer walls of the sub do a little crushed eggshell game. So the truth is, it is easier to sink a submarine from a plane than you might think. Oh, darn it. I hit the space bar instead of the attack button. No, I am not taking peace at this point. I am not taking peace at this point because I need to... Oh. Sub-commander is going to need a barge for all the carrier sinking pennants he has off this tour. A fun little book that I had too, Night Raider of the Atlantic, is a great biography. Is Captain Kretschmer, I think. He was the U-boat captain that revolutionized the idea of submarine stalking and attacking ship convoys, getting inside the destroyer screen to attack the ships inside the defensive screen. And you hit one of the ships inside the defensive screen, and then all of the... Oh, and he's got bombers going on to the course. You are a pain, Otto. That was on water. That was on water, so I sink this one. I had to send the other one down towards German territory. So they'd get inside the destroyer escort, hit one ship. The destroyer escort would turn outwards, firing off their flares and everything, trying to spot the ship attacking, but the ship attacking was inside the escort screen. Now, one of the other things that he did is he revolutionized the idea, the one ship, one torpedo notion for U-boat combat. And when they hit the point where they were actually taken, they were the first case in history of a submarine being spotted on radar. They had this is called a ASDIC, something like that. It was a early version of the sonar. So being able to sneak in with a ship that had very little above water, being able to sneak in without submerging meant that you avoided visibility on the surface, and you avoided sonar ancestor. And you had to be submerged to be detected by that, so they could be firing off the ASDICs and they wouldn't be able to see you. But their case was the first case in history of a U-boat being spotted on radar on the surface. If that had not happened, they would have gotten away. They would have avoided capture. Okay, so we can get a little bit closer. And then let's set up for a ranged attack. So one of the things I want to do now, because he's bombarding Nice with bombers and jets, I want to get my fighters repaired and get them on intercept and park them with the carrier. Although I might just go for getting the carrier close enough and transfer the fighters to Nice for the moment. But yeah, that was a very interesting read, and they talked about the things that they did to try and escape in the POW camps and everything. They ended up in a POW camp, I want to say in Canada, and for all it's worth, it wasn't really that hard to run an underground and even escape in a POW camp, but it was usually things like telltale marks on the forged documents, which were generally pretty good forgeries, and like the clothing they'd make in the POW camps for the people escaping would have telltale signs on certain seams that like manufactured garments would be internal but couldn't be hidden in non-machine textile work kind of thing. But fascinating book. I recommend it as a great read. And that man sunk a lot of ships. See, another book about World War I flying aces from new grade school. Eddie Rickenbacker was your favorite. I'm trying to remember because I want to say it was Alan Adair. Was the one in that book, but I'm not certain. Let's see, get a little closer to that. Bombard there. Not happy with Otto right now because I don't like being in two-way with three-way wars. You know what? That's it. We're leaving Florence alone for now. We're bringing some troops home. And we're bringing the battleships where they're going to make a difference. German carrier. Come down this way, my sub. Come on down, my children. There should be a carrier around here. Well, if I can bring them in, I can sink that one. So I can sink the destroyer, sink the sub. Yeah, that book on Adair, I think it was Adair, was fascinating too. And he was like, they went up like a two-seater biplane to take on Zeppelins. And firing down and kept, like puncturing the gas bags and everything. And then finally one of them went Hindenburg on them. And back when they military flying aces came up with new things like a solution for a tailspin and the like, which required some ingenuity and engineering for certain. Okay, next turn out to see if I can... Oh, no, it's down here. That's the carrier right there. Oh, darn it. Okay, I've got to get my fighters over to Nice. Get them all on intercept. Curse you, Otto. Well, I guess this means the next time Napoleon offers peace, I'm gonna end up taking it, as long as it's peace for peace sake. Because this is annoying. Another battleship going. Relocate my fighters to there. Back there and finish healing. You come over there. You stay there. Really want to keep one ship up here to protect those islands. Okay, what's my range? What's my... If I come there, can I reach him? No. So we're going to pull back that far, and hopefully he doesn't come around with the destroyer to whack me. If he does, I get the second sub to hit him. Just found a documentary from '89 that interviews the last 3 surviving American aces from World War I. That would be fascinating. Well, I used to have a documentary on the Hunley. That's one of those... would be totally cool to make a radio-controlled model of the Hunley. Yeah, I'd love you to send that to me. It might take me a little while to watch it, but yeah, that would be great. England has denounced France. You get denounced. You get denounced. You get denounced. Now those bombers are going to come in. I don't think he's got any ground troops, though. Nearby. He's gonna take out that destroyer. He's gonna come down to start going after the sub. There's 2 battleships. Or else some of those bombers are in the city over here. Alright, 2 carriers. Next turn, I set the fighters up for Thank you, sir. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Enemy is near. You think? Bye-bye, destroyer. Bring some stuff in close. You attack that. Guess I'm gonna need to do a twofer. But let's see. Intercept, intercept, intercept. Now when they send the bombers in, they're gonna start taking the fight back to them. Okay, can this one get close enough? Oh yeah. Now, for right now, I've got to kind of take what I can get with Otto, too, so... If Otto sues for peace's sake, I'll have to seriously consider that. Yeah, well, I mean, I had a library full of stuff on the Revolution, Civil War, and then bits and pieces from World War I and World War II. Binge watching battleship videos. Yeah, they say they're out of fashion now, but they were amazing ships when they were in their prime. Now everything is submarines and aircraft carrier battle groups, and 90% of the ships in the carrier battle group are to support and defend the carrier, which is a very weak floating island that carries a metric buttload of firepower due to jets, helicopters. And most everything else in the battle group is just there to support the carrier. Well, somebody else is picking fights with France right now. I just have to deal with that nappy auto split. And right here, I'm between the two of them. Yeah, glorious dinosaurs, and exactly. And really, the thing with the battleships is they're not as nimble for today, but you find yourself within range of those guns, you're gonna have a bad day. Yeah, I don't care if you're a destroyer, a PT boat, an aircraft carrier, you find yourself in the range of those guns, that is not going to be your best. You know, that is not a red letter day on your calendar. Enemy is near. He's trying hard for Strasbourg, and it's like, no. Okay. I think he stopped trying for Nice on that. Naval units, visibility ranges. Naval units in combat. Get a little bit closer. And say goodbye, destroyer. Hopefully. Bring the battleship a little closer. Come on. There's gotta be... Gotta have his carrier around somewhere. Temperature going down. Good. Health, man. Health is important stuff. They are not taking Strasbourg on my watch. Still got to work on the happiness profile. Dang it. Say France and Germany, not my favorite countries. And I have got to find his aircraft carrier, or both aircraft carriers if it's two, and sink them. Yeah, definitely. Hit the doctor, get that sorted out. 6 sucks. Ah, so Otto, you are figuring out the error of your ways, huh? Okay. I will accept, but this may surprise you. I have been known to hold a grudge. Yeah, he got his fingers burned. And he is, say, if he tries again, he will have his fingers burned more. I now have an aircraft carrier in the theater. My battleships are back up. I guess that I'm going to say Florence is gonna hold for another day. Florence of Arabia gets to stay off for a little bit. I'm gonna come up and I'm going to pummel Orleans into submission. And I should have a unit around here. Yep, I got a couple units around here where I can take Orleans. Let's see. Best place for a great artist. Well, I don't want to annoy Liz. Well, I'm not going to let Florence completely off the hook. Right now, Florence has not offered peace or anything like that. So I can come back to him when I've got a couple more battleships in the theater. And, 4 battleships pounding on him, 2 of them with double shots, should do some significant damage. Okay. What was it I was gonna do? Oh yeah. Bring this up here. And then the great artist is hopefully gonna make it over to right here. Oh, I didn't want that. Because there we go. Great artist. If I culture bomb right here, I take the rest of this land until I can get settlers and rebuild Montreal, because I still want my Montreal back. Okay, where are we? Bring this to there. Bring my subs into play, who got to sink lots of aircraft carriers and not a few destroyers. Get in close and pound Orleans. Should be able to, as long as it's more than 3 spaces from a city, I should be able to settle a city there. Because you can settle cities in your territory, in space you control. It's just got to be far enough from a city that you already own. And if I'm wrong on that, I will get sad because of Montreal, and then the Hillary will get me. City-state turns. Okay, so you are going to go intercept. And you are going to wait. Yeah, that could be an important reason, the difference in everything. Now, These are technically improvements. They're not improvements inside the city. They're just farmland surrounding the city, mines, things supporting the city. So there's a balance there. Then you zoom in on the city, and you can things like, oh, hey, there's the stadium or whatever. So you can see some of those city details in there. I should be far enough off. Yep. Oh, he's got artillery. I wonder if his artillery's got enough range to hit my battleship. We'll find out. Other battleship. Come up, join the fight. You stay, you stay. Oh. Oh, it's you coming up here too. Yes, he does have the range on his artillery to hit the battleship. Stuff like entertainment complexes and marketplaces, yeah. You can build trading posts outside, but everything else is inside the city square. Well, hexagon. I'm gonna have to play games with him. Fortunately, my battleships have got the wherewithal to play games, because they've got the ability to swim in a little bit, fire shots, and then withdraw, all in the same turn, which means I should be able to place them ending the turn outside of the artillery range. Ah, that would make sense, except for you could have just asked. Yeah, I know, asking isn't in the vocabulary, and I didn't think about, I didn't look for messages if there was, like, the option to return it to somebody. Captured units, you can do that. I don't know about cities. Captured units, you can return it to the person whose it was. If Otto got pissy because I took Strasbourg and kept it. Sorry, not sorry, Otto. Okay, so let's double bombard. Back 2 off and start healing. I love upgraded ships. That one's almost got the range to hit it on that term anyway. But then you look at it, Otto should have been happy just at the fact that it was taken away from Naps, because Napoleon is a jerk. And Napoleon is China. Okay, you come down here. I'm still at war with 2 entities. Florence, because they declared war on me, and France, because they declared war on me. Yep, and the battleships are ending the turn out of range of the artillery in Orleans, so... That is going to be so nice. New research agreement. Next turn is spread the subs out a little bit farther and see if say fooey, they ain't all that. Yeah, Florence is just isn't. I went down to harass them because they declared war, and it would be, yeah, I'll admit it'd be nice to have a foothold right here, but I can come back to get them. I did some harm because they were lower. They were higher than 17 before. You pause there. You pause. You pause. Okay. Now let's see if Naps has brought any new aircraft carriers around yet. Because for my sub-commanders, it is you get an aircraft carrier, and you get an aircraft carrier, and you get an aircraft carrier. Not showing so far. New battleship. Calling all battleships to the French coast. Let's see. Now you can build a stadium. Need those happiness points. Two spaces in. For visibility. And then two spaces back out. Rampage up and down Nappy's coast till he gives me what I want. I could, but the catch on that is right now I want Orleans, which means I'm gonna focus all of my firepower on Orleans, since the battleships can have enough upgrades for that serious flexibility. I can take them into range, bombard the crap out of town, and then retreat. Next time around, I'm probably going to send two of the fighters in if they're close enough and if they don't get shot down. In the meantime, I'm going either direction with my submarines to see if there are any other French aircraft carriers out there. I can see the town from here. It's probably going to be on the fighters, like one attack and then repair, because they take a lot of damage on that. Okay, so that's 1 in, should put me in range to double bombard. And I'm going to see if that's out of... I'm going to see if that's out of range. Because it should be. museum. Oh, no, you don't. No. Oh, no. Some guy's gonna settle there. Okay, my sub-commanders are having the best day ever. Me, not so much. Because that right there, he is going to take that territory, that spot that I have been working so hard for. He didn't. He did. I am totally shocked he didn't. Songhai is not necessarily dangerous enough to be worried over, so much as not liking to get into multi-pronged wars. Especially with the monetary and happiness situation I'm running right now, there is, if I keep going into pronged out too many directions in war, I'm just never going to recover that, and so I just cripple myself doing one or two, doing 2 or 3 wars at the same time. Well, yeah, I'm gonna move the mechanized infantry there, but here's my final answer on that is my Claude Monet, because as soon as I get Claude Monet right here and do that culture bomb, then I own these spaces here, and nobody can settle there. Except for me, at least not without open borders. Yeah, that was not a way to get in my good books. You come there. And you go there. I'm gonna be bombarding Orleans for a little bit longer. Oops, I forgot I was gonna heal. But survived. Not gonna gamble on that again. Oh. That is too good. Rest in peace, French carriers. Yeah, they're not getting anything. Say the French carriers aren't getting anything done. Now, the one thing with taking Orleans, and I think that's going to have to wait till the next game stream because we're almost to 840 now. He's going to have the same lots of military in there, so I'm going to need to get myself a couple more mechanized infantry and the like, so that when I land them in Orleans and take Orleans, I can have a few more defensive units around to fight off other troop concentrations. Five or six? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, somewhere between 5 and 7, I think. Yeah, it's got to be at least 6 because we've had 2 up on this side after I mentioned the hat trick. So it's at least 6. So after I mentioned hat trick, I had 1 here and 2 here at least. My sub-captains are... Talk about glorious. Quite frankly, the best ever sub-captains. They ask me every single turn now. That's where you want to be. It's your happy place. Heal. Bombard. 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 Heal. Bombard. Now I found Brussels. Oh no, I didn't get to attack! It's gonna take 2 takes on the French battleship. I found another French carrier and I won't be able to attack until next turn. I'm so sad. I don't think I got a couple of German destroyers, but I don't think I got to the German carriers. I was coming down for them, and then we made peace. And probably the only reason why I went for peace, aside from the 2-pronged war, at that moment, the only reason I went for peace at that time was he hadn't actually cost me anything. Because Nice would rebuild on its own from what had happened. The same with Strasbourg. And I got to kill more ships and kill more units and make him rethink his priorities. Here, because another one of my battleships up, and I know I've got another battleship in construction right now. There's that over. It's a stadium. Getting stadiums for happiness. Stock exchange. Stadium. Is it up here? That's the Circus Maximus, which is the other reason why I don't want to build quite yet. 3 more turns. Harbor in 65 turns. That takes forever on the slow towns. There it is. 21 turns for Battleship. Long wars are really hard on your economy in this game. They're hard on your happiness. They're hard on your economy. But I kind of like what you have in your game. You like manifesting some destiny. Well, right now I'm all for some manifesting some destiny on the French. Hey man, those are tribal lands. I'm taking them back. I know you settled a city there first. It's still tribal land. Okay, so we're gonna do one more turn because I want to sink his battleship and the carrier of the day, and then we'll go ahead and call it a stream. I do appreciate everybody who has shown up in the chat, and Kyler, Kyler, my friend, who sticks it out in the chat for typically the whole stream if he doesn't get caught in an some kind of emergency errand. You stream, you know how much it means to have somebody in the chat there. Kyler, go ahead and shill your show, your channel. Hopefully you'll be up to streaming tomorrow. As always, I've got a shill for Lords of the Night on Ranting Monkey's channel tonight. News, commentary, opinion, politics, probably a corner correspondent. If there is a birthday, the best worst birthday singing you've ever heard. Always worth it if for not. I can talk. Always worth it if for no other reason than the laughs and cringe factor. But they're really great guys as far as the birthday singing and everything else. But definitely, aside from birthday singing, not a family-friendly show. Adults, you pick up a good opinion and evaluation there, but there's going to be a lot of swearing on there that language you probably don't want your kids repeating, so keep that in mind. And then they probably have Ranting Monkey and Satsu 2 Cents gaming on 2 Cents Plus. After that, they have... I think it's called Night of the Dead or something like that. It's a zombie horror survival kind of game, including... I think it includes base building and everything. I haven't been able to keep on top of this one. But that'll probably be around 11:30 on 2 Cents Plus. Kyler tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. He's got conversation. He's currently playing Civ 6 as the U.S. And the joke goes, manifesting some destiny. We're not exactly politically correct on all of our channels here. Um, and then just for the people who are in the know, I am planning on being on Jack Gunsky's channel Tuesday night for Quippers United as one of the guests. Um, be warned, there is a reasonable amount of toxicity and such that goes on there. Definitely not a politically correct environment. Uh, but friendly, great guys that actually care, but they don't care to limit their speech in any way, shape, or form. But you get the Quiplash and Surviving the Internet and Patently Stupid and Fibbage, Enough About You, and a good time is generally had by most, if not all. And that's where I'll be Tuesday night. Barbarians are done. Excellent. So he withdrew, or he moved the carrier, so I have to kind of find it. Thankfully, he didn't move it very far. Bye-bye, carrier. Did he move the battleship? He did move the battleship. So, first places that I wanted to involve myself with is trying to find... Okay, he probably moved it outwards then, so I missed it. Darn, I was going to have fun with that. But I can still do my quad bombardment on Orleans. I do have a production choice. I still can't make settlers, so... let's go with a factory for the production. There we go. Next turn I can do that culture bomb, and then I don't have to worry as much about that space. Okay, and this will be ending the turn as soon as it comes up with my stuff again. I will be saving the game, and we can close out the stream. Thank you again for showing up. Do have lots of fun doing this. Appreciate everybody who shows up. You know, take a moment to give a like, give a share. Share with the people you like, share with the people you don't like. Let them figure out which ones they are. If you like the stream and you're sharing it because you like them, or if you don't like the stream and you're sharing it because you don't like them. I'm not picky. And then again, even odd schedule. We did have 2 game streams in the row because that's just how it falls on the calendar. But the expectation is to pick back up with the Watching Paint Dry stream next Saturday, right around 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Central, which would be 2 p.m. then Pacific, if anybody's there. I don't know why I hesitated. Don't know why I hesitated on that. And we will be picking up the watercolor on the dragon and making the most of it there. And hello, Jack. You're you're catching the last of the show. Welcome. Jack Gunsky is the gentleman that runs the Quiplash stream on Tuesday night that I'm planning on being on. That's around 11:30 p.m. after Lords of the Night. Yes, I even shilled you, even though, I mean, like I said, told a friend, Jack, he's not a bad guy for a bad guy. But I gotta save from this because we're coming up on Lords of the Night, and I lose on that streaming competition. Once again, thanks for stopping by. Have a great night. Have a wonderful and safe Labor Day weekend. And if things like Lords of the Night is your thing, check them out. 5 Minutes, Ranting Monkey's channel.